There you go.
My name is Andy Krieger, and I'm sitting next to Michael. Michael Hayden is
Hayden.
Hayden, only after a year and a half. I can't say your name properly. Michael Hayden. So the composer was Haydn, Michael is Hayden. Michael had a somewhat strong Spanish accent because he lived for a short time in Mexico. And I want Michael to try, in his old way, to say, "My name is Michael. I grew up in Torrance, California, I think, but then I moved to Mexico. And when I came back, I had this kind of Spanish accent. I moved to Vancouver and I started to learn how to be an actor at an acting school. And I realized that I had to lose my accent. So I contacted Andy, and we've been working for about a year. And very shortly, Michael began to lose his accent. Sorry for the noise. Michael, why don't you talk if you can? Try to do it in your fast old way.
Hi, everyone. My name is Michael Hayden. I am a student with Andy Krieger. And before, I used to speak really fast. I wouldn't pause. I would say everything really fast. I wouldn't think about what I'm going to say. Yada, yada, yada. Did I make the accent, Andy?
Not as strong as I hoped it would be, Michael.
Oh, damn.
Why don't you tell everybody what are a few things involved in accent reduction? How do you even begin to lose your accent?
Well, first of all, guys, I would encourage you to visit andykrieger.com and take lessons with Andy. He has been a great help personally in my life as an actor and as a business owner. Um, I've had the opportunity of pausing more before I speak with my clients and before I even do my lines at school. So if you really want to work on your accent, Andy is the perfect teacher because he has the best tools he can give you to be able to sound like an American.
When Michael, good job, Michael, when Michael talks more slowly, when he has time to put his tongue and lips in one of 10 positions to push out air and make every word have a long vowel, to make every word have a long vowel, then he speaks American.
That's right.
American is the catalyst for accent reduction. I live in Canada. Somebody looked at President Obama's way of speaking in the beginning, and he said these words. I even voted for Obama when he said these words: "It's time for change." Everybody loved the way he spoke, and somebody figured out that he only spoke in those days 94 words a minute.
He's pretty charismatic too.
Very charismatic. But the Prime Minister of Canada spoke not 94, but 165 words in 1 minute.
Jesus.
He would have said it's time for change. So Michael is talking, even though he lives in Canada. He wants to work on American movies filmed in Vancouver. So he has to talk like an American. I won't tell you now, but Michael's heard this story many times. In 1997, I was approached by an American producer. At the time, I was working for the local actors union. And that producer said, "Andy, we're not going to hire any Vancouver actors because we hate the way they talk. They talk Canadian." I said, "Robert, what are you talking about? What do you mean Canadian? I've lived in Canada for many years. I have no idea what Canadian was." But he said, "Canadians talk much faster, and the words are clipped or short. And we would rather have an actor, rather than listen to an actor audition, we'd rather have them run their fingernails down a blackboard."
Wow.
So if you live in Los Angeles, even you live there, and you're trying to work as an actor and you don't have any idea what the American accent is, as Michael said, please contact me. I've been doing this for 23 years. I've taught over 24,000 Americans, people with Spanish accents, mostly Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Chinese and you know Li Bingbing or Louis Fei, Yifei Lu, you contact me. I can help you speak without your accent.
Can I just say something?
Please.
I come from California, and just because I came from
Let me
California,
stop. Michael has one word that's really hard. If you wait for a minute, jam your tongue up on your palate, you can go just.
just.
You're, a real Spanish would be yes or something.
Mm.
So you did it very well. You want to jam your tongue up. Say this word, Mike. Junk.
Junk.
Just.
Just.
There it is. Perfect.
Just because I come from California, it doesn't mean that I have the perfect American accent. And people,
Say just because
just because
I come
I come
from
from
California,
California,
I don't have
I don't have
a perfect
a perfect
American accent.
American accent.
However,
when
I use Andy's positions
Andy's positions
with my tongue
with my tongue
and lips, and I push out air to make every word have a long vowel. I speak American.
I speak American.
I speak without
I speak without
my accent.
my accent.
So Mike just spoke every word perfectly. In the year that we've been working on this, a little more than a year, every time he makes a mistake, I can hear it and I correct it.
Mhm.
And sometimes it takes a few times to correct the mistake, but he makes it and he's doing extremely well.
But every single penny that people invest in your class is worth it. So I encourage you guys to contact him and get private lessons. It's worth it.
Thank you for that. I think if you ask an average actor, what's acting? Well, acting is you become another person and you blah, blah, blah. Acting, it's not important. What's important in acting is delivering the words with a beautiful, clear delivery of words. I'm going to finish by saying one thing. I was very lucky. For 14 years, I worked in Los Angeles hiring movie and television extras for a wonderful company called Central Casting. And every day I was on a movie set. I would leave my house in Santa Monica. I would go to, usually had 10 shows every day. I had 10 shows that I'd hired the day before. And I would stop at a set, make sure everybody was there, everybody was on time, they were dressed properly. And then it was maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:15. And I couldn't go. I worked sometimes in West Los Angeles, Beverly Hills actually, and then in Burbank. And the traffic was terrible. I wouldn't go into the office until about 10 o'clock. Hasn't changed at all. So what would I do? I would stay on the set after I checked in the extras and watch the filming. And I started to love the way actors talked. I thought, how beautiful do these guys talk? I had no idea what they were doing, but I loved the way they talked. So thank you for your time, Michael. Thank you so much for adding so much. And we'll do this again. So what do I do? This is our first live stream. If you've heard this, you like it, what do? They
just have to click thumbs up if you like this video.
Can they do a like a chat? Can they do any right, or they send feedback?
Well, people can leave a comment on this video and Andy will check that out and then he will reply.
If you want me to contact you, leave an email address, or if you want to contact me, I'm Andy at andykrieger.com. Thanks, everybody. Do I go end stream?
There you go.
Thanks, buddy. Incredible.